Hello everyone, I'm FMZ and welcome to episode 7 of Earning My Spurs. Today we've got 9 games to run through. I've got a couple of new additions to introduce to you as well. Don't forget, if you enjoy this content, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, leave me a comment if you've got anything to say. Also, don't forget, I'm a member of the FM Creators community and the Passion for FM team. The link to the Discord server is in the description. Let's get to the new additions, shall we? But there are some departures to mention as well, most notably James Rodriguez. Now, he was asking for more game time, he was given more game time, but it apparently wasn't enough for him. So James Rodriguez has joined Roma on loan until the end of the season with an option for them to buy him, because I haven't been impressed. I'll say that. He's played a few games for us, but I haven't been entirely impressed with his contribution. One Foyth has gone out on loan as well to Basel, and Joseph Bakilo has gone to Palmeiras on loan until the end of the season. We have got a couple of incomings. Let's take a look at them. And I am a bit like the Mountie. I always get my man. Ben Chilwell is the latest addition to the squad. We were looking at him in the summer. It didn't transpire. For whatever reason, we couldn't shift one of our left backs out. Now Danny Rose has gone. Obviously, I know we've bought in Woober. That was in the last episode. But Ben Chilwell is an ideal left back. £37.5 million. It's a lot of money. But with this one, that's that position now sorted. We don't have to worry about it in the summer. He had put himself on the transfer list because he was denied coming to us in the summer. So I'm delighted to welcome Ben Chilwell to the club. Obviously, we all know how good he is. Work rate of 16, acceleration of 16, agility of 16 as well. He will be a fine addition to this squad. The second new signing towards the end of the transfer window was Federico Chiesa. Bought in on loan initially from Fiorentina for around £3 million and will eventually pay £44 million for him. Now, you may think that £3 million is a lot of money to pay a monthly loan fee. It's only for 5 months, so it's 12 million, isn't it? But he was rated at 93 from the scouts. That is an amazing statistic. We missed out on Rafa in the summer on a similar sort of thing. I think he was 97 at that time. But I was not going to miss out on this one. So basically our summer spending is already done. We need potentially a new goalkeeper. We'll have a look at that in the summer if we can't get the Oblak deal to work. And maybe a central midfield player. We might let a couple of players go who have been loaned out. But yeah, we are done really for spending. All depends on what happens between now and the end of the season. So let's get to the results, shall we? And we start our roundup at the King Power Stadium following the match with Arsenal. Let's take a look at the goals from it. Now, this one didn't come to life till the 85th minute, but Nelson Semedo played the ball into the middle. Harry Kane fired it into the net for 1-0, but we were denied in the 92nd minute by James Maddison. He gets beyond Farrow, runs into the penalty area, beats Oblak at his near post as Leicester snatched a draw from this one. We did secure safe passage through in the 4th round of the FA Cup. We made hard work of it against Newcastle, but we did beat them. Let's take a look at the goals on this one. Dele Alli put us in front from the penalty spot in the 72nd minute to make it 1-0. We made it 2-0 on 76 minutes thanks to Jared Bowen. Winks playing it wide to Walker, playing it through. Goalkeeper and defender have a bit of a mix-up. Bowen rolls it into the net for 2-0. Lejeune did pull a goal back for Newcastle in the 83rd minute. But we did make it through to round 5 of the FA Cup, and we'll see how we got on in that later. We followed that up with a 1-0 win home to Manchester United. Dele Alli with the only goal. Let's take a look at it. On the 34th minute, Bruno Fernandes with the ball on the right, playing it in towards the penalty spot. Dele Alli rising above everybody to beat David De Gea to give us a 1-0 win over Manchester United. We followed that up with a 1-0 win away at Fulham. Let's take a look at the goal from this one. Harry Kane with the only goal in this one. Nelson Semedo with the ball down the right. Chiesa making his debut for us. Had the shot initially saved by the goalkeeper. Harry Kane tapped in the rebound for a 1-0 win at the Cottage. We took on another of the promoted sides, West Bromwich Albion, and we beat them by 2-0 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Let's take a look at the goals from this one. Now, they were hard to break down, West Brom, but their resistance was finally broken inside 26 minutes. Nelson Semedo with the ball into the middle. Harry Kane picking up the loose ball and firing it into the net. We did have to wait a long time for our second goal. Asensio with the corner. Harry Winks with the volley into the corner. A rare goal for him as we beat the Baggies by 2-0. We then continued our Champions League campaign with the last 16 first leg against Monaco, and we beat them by 3-1. Let's take a look at this one. Eric Dyer with the opening goal in this one. Chester with the free kick, playing it towards the far post. Harry Kane with the shots initially, but bundled over the line by Eric Dyer. We made it 2-0 on 19 minutes. We'd already missed a penalty at this stage. We had a blinding start. Hospital ball from the defender. Harry Kane profited for 2-0. We made it 3-0 just before half-time, and we pretty much wrapped it up today. Chester with the corner, and Ndombele with the initial header. Lucas Moura nodding in for 3-0. But Monaco did pull one back just on the hour mark. Gelson with the goal. However, he was sent off about 15 minutes later. So it gives Monaco an uphill task in the second leg, and we should hopefully see ourselves through to the last 8 of the Champions League. Chester scored his first goal for the club as we beat West Ham by 1-0. Let's take a look at it. Scored after 24 minutes. Winks with the ball wide for Heung-min Son. He takes on the defender, sends the ball towards the far post. Tiesta heads the ball in as we win 1-0 at the London Stadium. We then made plenty of changes for the trip to Doncaster in the 5th round of the FA Cup, and we won by 1-0. Jared Bowen with the only goal. Let's take a look at it. Scored after 55 minutes. Fernandes with the corner. There is Winks nodding it back to Bowen. He does lash it into the net for 1-0. It was a game of little quality, that being the bright spark as we made it through to the next round of the FA Cup. And finally, for today's roundup, it is a 4-0 win over Crystal Palace. Let's take a look at Sonny's hat-trick. We got off to a fast start, as I mentioned. Heung-min Son with the opening goal, his first of the day. Came with the ball wide to him, cut inside, slotted it nicely into the bottom corner for 1-0. Harry Kane had a hand in the second goal as well, nodding it back across for Romagoli to head in for 2. Number 3 soon followed as Bruno Fernandes rolled it wide for Heung-min Son. He cut inside, and this time he lashed it into the net for number 3. And then he completed his hat-trick in the 69th minute. Ben Chilwell with the ball inside to him, nodded it towards the middle, come back to him, sent it in, hit the defender, so technically it's an own goal, but we'll give it to you, Sonny, don't worry about that, as we beat Palace by 4-0. Onto the competition screen we go. So our reward for beating Doncaster is a home game with Everton in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. We have the second leg against Monaco to come. Hopefully we should make that through. Barring a minor miracle, we should be through to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. In the Premier League, we are 4 points behind Arsenal, with 9 games to play. It's going to be very, very tight. Manchester United are 6 points further back on 60. Liverpool, who beat them in the League Cup final, are on 58. Chelsea on 56. Manchester City on 47. West Ham, thankfully, have fallen away down to 41 points down at the bottom. Cardiff are looking doomed on 11. Newcastle are looking okay at the moment. They're only 3 points away from getting out of it, but they do have a worse goal difference than the sides around them. West Brom on 25, as Norwich are on 25 as well. Then come Palace on 28. Burnley on 30, Fulham on 31. You would have to say anyone above there, they're probably playing Premier League football next season. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag once again, but we have got some wins under our belt this time. But the 4-point gap to Arsenal with 9 to play, it may be one that's unbridgeable. I'm not going to lie. But we will keep going. We play Liverpool next. That is the next match you will see. It's a live com. We're back to that, because I'm thinking if we don't win that and Arsenal win their game on Sunday, they play Manchester City Sunday as well, it could be a very pivotal weekend in the Premier League title race. So I'm going to show you that entire weekend next time around. If you've enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel and would like to do so, please hit the subscribe button down the corner. Don't forget to leave a comment if you've got anything to say on the video. Also, don't forget I'm a member of the FM Creators community and the Passion for FM team. The link to the Discord server is in the description. that was episode 7 of season 2 of Earning My Spurs. I will see you next time at Anfield. Until then, goodbye.